All right, welcome everybody. My name is Jessica Wagner. I know it says Brooke Hemingway. I'm just using her account today, but I'm Jessica Wagner. I am an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I'm so excited to welcome you here tonight to hear some of our stories and just a snippet of our product information as you finish out this beauty box challenge that we've had this week. We are super excited to share a little bit more with you and to tell you what the next steps are. So we are going to jump right in. We're going to hear from my awesome friend Phyllis. She is going to share her story and a little bit about our foundational combo.
Hi, guys. So I'm Phyllis Anderson. I am a registered nurse of 21 years in the emergency department, and I've been using these products for the last 2.5 years. And I'm excited to say that over the last 2.5 years, things don't happen overnight. But initially, with our products, I'm going to share a couple of them with you. Here we've got the Slim. It comes in 2 different flavors and just slightly different, with slightly different ingredients. The Slim Hunger Control has some extra fiber in it that helps satisfy your appetite. And the other Slim is microbiome activating, so it kind of fertilizes your gut garden. So these for me helped give me some wonderful energy. No afternoon naps. It also actually helped stabilize my mood because it was stabilizing my blood sugars. So I didn't realize I was having so much anxiety in life or going through my day, and those that imbalance in my blood sugar definitely did not help my anxiety. So for Slim, it just gave me this awesome mood, amazing energy, which then led to better sleep at night, and feeding my good gut bacteria helped with a lot of other things too. So I'm going to share some other parts of the triplex. We have BioCleanse. This is what I call the scrubbing bubble brush. Scrubs your intestines and cleans up all the muck that the ProBio 5 helps to weed and then seed. And so this one's pulling the weeds of your gut garden, planting some beautiful probiotics there. And so with everything that's going on in the news lately, we certainly need a good, strong immune system. And here it is. This is it right here. This is the powerhouse. Okay. So energy, cleaning up the stuff that's, our immune system, 70% of our immune system, our gut is responsible for. So when we have a good, clean gut, we have a good, strong, functioning immune system. And so, so that was the foundational products I actually started on 2.5 years ago. That was kind of one of the big products that was sold. And so the reason I started was I was having hot flashes. I was having the anxiety and sadness, which was not a normal part of my life. But I was actually really far through menopause. 41, I started through that journey. At 48, I found plexus. Thank you, Jesus, because that's when it all changed for me. The sadness, the anxiety, the brain fog, the chronic urinary tract infections was another one. And athlete's foot. So it's beautiful antifungal properties too in these 3 products that I just talked about. So sinus infections, migraines, restless legs, these kind of things just went away. But again, like I said, 2.5 years over time, that's where I got to see that magic happen. And so in the beginning, when I started having that amazing energy and I was like, wow, I don't need naps. This brain fog, it's gone. What's going on? I thought, wow, there's not another woman in this world that needs to ever suffer from menopause symptoms. And so I started sharing right away. And that little bit of sharing turned into my other friends starting on the products, having great results. And they in turn started sharing, and their friends started sharing. And what was an accidental business in the beginning turned out to be a quite lucrative business for me. And so now it's no longer accidental. I love what I do. I call it prevention over prescription. And I'm a nurse. I don't prescribe, but I sure get to see a lot of prescriptions happening in people's lives. And so I love that when we support an immune system, we give the body all the things that the body needs. There's a lot of things that just naturally get better. So, or our body's able to fight these things off by itself. So as an emerald in the company, I'm 2 ranks away from being at the very top of the company. And it blows my mind every day because it has doubled my nursing income. It's allowing me to retire before my husband retires, which will be in about less than 4 years now. And I'm just super excited to know that I can give back because of Plexus. So the Plexus has a saying, when you're blessed, be a blessing. And so that is my goal. is to just continue to bless others through sharing the products and financially where I can. So thanks for listening.
Oh, thank you so much, Phyllis. I just love you. I didn't mention at the beginning of the call, but I am actually a pediatrician. I'm a full-time pediatrician, and I'm a mom of 4 little kids. And we have several healthcare professionals in our community here, but we also have a lot of just moms that wanted something better for their kids and for themselves. And so there's so much great science behind our products, but you don't have to be a medical person to understand that. And that's, I think, the beauty of this is our products have a great scientific backing, but they work literally for everyone. So also, I forgot to give our little disclosure. Plexus does not claim to diagnose, treat, or cure any medical conditions. The stories that you're hearing on this call are just our own stories. But there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of stories just like ours. And each one is unique, but each one has a huge impact. So we hope that you hear something here tonight that you relate to, and we hope you'll listen with an open heart. If anything we say makes you think of somebody that you know who might be struggling with some of these same issues, then this would be a great thing to share with them as well. So next we are going to hear from our sweet friend Kimberly, and she is going to share with us her story as well. And it's, you know, so different from mine and from Phyllis's, and unique in its own way. So Kimberly, will you just make sure you tell us how long you've been on product too?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I've been on the products for about 1.5 years now. And I actually first started for weight loss. I didn't understand the whole aspect of gut health. I thought I already knew things about gut health, and we had been researching it for a long time for my daughter with her asthma and allergies. So when I was getting kind of puffy and somebody asked if I wanted to try the Slim, and it said Slim, I was like, oh, weight loss, okay. So I gave it a try, and I thank God every day that I did give it a try. And I stuck with it, because not only did after about 3 or so months, I lost over 20 pounds, but my brain fog went away. I had energy. I didn't nap every day like I used to. I used to have chronic stomach pains. I don't have stomach pains anymore. I can poop regularly, and I was taking the whole triplex system. I still am. And that's the part that Phyllis explained there. So many different things. And one thing I didn't realize that it would help with, but it did, is I had intervaricose veins and a blood clot when I was pregnant with my daughter, like a size of a softball hanging off of my leg. And I'd have to wear compression hose in my 20s, couldn't travel, couldn't drive for long periods of time. But just so everybody knows, in January, just a couple months ago, I flew from Florida to Hawaii, 12 hours, and I was fine, 0 leg pain, which is huge. So honestly, the products did so much for me, so much that I finally listened to my friend and found out what it did for the gut and how it helped. And I got my kids on it too. So my daughter is on the products, both of my kids, and my daughter's 13 now and off all allergy medication, off all asthma medication. She's doing amazing. And they, you know, they'll take it every day without complaint. One thing I did want to share too is all these great products, but then we also have the Joyum, which comes in the little boxes. It's a day and a night serum. And I tried this, and at first it's put on by Plexus, the day and the night cream. And at first when I tried it, it kind of stung my face, and I'm like, oh, I can't use that. And I put it away. And then somebody was like, give it a try again. Just give it a good try. And I tried it for a week. And I used to have adult acne, blotchy skin. I have 0 makeup on right now, and that would never happen before this. So the Joyum, I love. My daughter uses it too. She has cystic acne that's starting to go away now. She also does the triplex. And so just their skincare, if you've tried that sample box, you're going to want to give it a go for at least 60 days. Give it a try. After I did a little sample, and I'm like, oh, no, it hurts. And they're like, come on, give it a try. And I'm glad I listened to them on that. Another thing is our collagen. I take this every single day. And something that I noticed with little as 15 days was I actually have cheekbones now. I really, in my before and after pictures, it's a huge difference on how it really did tighten and kind of lift up my skin. So the collagen is something I mix it with my lean shakes, or if I have coffee, I'll mix it in my coffee, and it's my absolute favorite. So much so that my husband makes sure that I get him his collagen each time, because he told me he wants to age backwards like I am. So anyhow, that's a little bit in a nutshell of my story. So hopefully that's helpful. And I actually just started sharing the products, let's see, not even a year ago, 7 months or so ago, it was last June. I decided I can't keep it to myself, and I share it with others. And now all of my products are paid for all my entire family, and I'm bringing in an income, which is pretty cool. I get to do that from home. My girls do school online at home, and it's something that I don't even have to get out of my PJs if I don't want to, but I usually do because I have more energy now. But if I wanted to, I could be in my PJs.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, Kimberly.
You're welcome.
So it just is so awesome to me to hear how many different stories there are with the same kind of foundational products, right? So we all took triplex, and all of our stories are very different. But also the huge impact that healing our insides has on our outside. For me, when I started using the triplex, I had just like random acne for forever, and that started healing. And then when I added the Joyome, it got even better. And then when I added collagen, actually my acne got even better. So it's almost gone. I only have a few, but I also don't have any makeup on today. I'm also a huge fan of Joyome and collagen. My crow's feet are disappearing. My wrinkles are disappearing. My pores are minimizing. It's pretty awesome. So I loved what you said too, that if you had that beauty box and you tried it for a few days and you're liking it, you really need to give it a good 60-day minimum try. But the longer that you use it, the better results you have. So and we're going to hear a little bit more about that from Tori. She's also going to tell us about some of our other powerhouse products that combine really well with the triplex and the Joyome and collagen to really give our immune systems and our help decrease inflammation and help with our skin. It's all just comes together into this. So Tori, go ahead and share your story with us and tell us about those products as well.
Hi. So I'll tell you about the products first, since you just gave a great intro to them. So I'm a huge believer in nutritional balance. And so our X Factor Plus is the multivitamin and mineral supplement. It's fully methylated. And I love this because I have used vitamins for years, and I was spending $120 at other companies buying a fully methylated vitamin and then trace minerals as well. And this is 30 something, and change. I think it's 30. And it's together in one bottle. I love it. So I tell everybody, add this onto your order. It's wonderful. Mega X, I love this one also because it's a plant-based omega. So no fish burps, yum. And you don't have to worry about the fish source. So this is another one that's great to add on. It's great to take at night, and it's easy to take with the triplex because you take the triplex at night anyway. So you add it on, great sleep, and all the other benefits. Migraines are gone, and all the other fabulous benefits of omegas. Ease is also another one that almost everybody needs to add to their order for inflammation. So it's got turmeric and green-lipped mussel. And if you do any Googling on that, you'll find why it's good for inflammation. So anybody that has noticeable signs of inflammation, like pain and things like that, will benefit. But also everybody who starts taking the triplex, it will lower the inflammation in your body. And if you know anything about inflammation or disease, we know that inflammation is bad. And so lowering it is good. So there's a simple explanation of that one. But I am Tori Getz, and I am a senior gold ambassador with Plexus. And I was a huge skeptic, but I knew there was a problem in our house, and I knew that my kids were sick. We had an immunity issue, and we had eczema. And so I knew there was an issue I needed to solve, and I dug into research literally for years. And then once I heard about the gut connection and the yeast connection, my mommy brain and like heart and gut just kind of like knew that made sense. And so I was so pleased to find these, but I still was a skeptic. And so I tried them, and they worked, and my kids' skin cleared up, and so many things improved, and their immunity got better. But it wasn't until I switched them away from these products and everything came back that my brain caught on, and I was like, okay, there's something to this. I started them again, and they all cleared up again. So I was like, okay, I can't ignore this. This is not magic. It's not a potion, but it's also not false. It legitimately does work, but there's science behind it. So I dug into the science and tried to understand really why these work so I could get my brain behind it and start using them consistently for my kids and myself. So are things that I look back on, I didn't even notice were a problem or notice that they were weird because everybody else seemed to suffer from them, like cradle cap and thrush and the things you go to the doctor for and they say that's normal. I realized they were all gone. We had a chronic cough in our house. Every time somebody would get sick, there'd be like a month of coughing, and it was embarrassing. It affected our lives. Like when we go to church, I was embarrassed that our kids were coughing and people would look at us and say, you need to take her to the doctor. It's like, well, it's been a month since she's been sick. I don't know what else to do. Well, it was related to yeast. And so when I discovered the connection, it was profound. And so I keep my kids on it and myself on it. I had my own things that cleared up that I didn't even know were kind of related to yeast, or like there was something that I could do naturally to heal them. I'd been to the urologist for decades, probably like Phyllis, and could not come up with an answer for my recurrent UTIs, and they're gone. And so I think it's the best thing about having these products is having tools in our toolbox to handle the things when they come up, knowing why they're happening and being able to solve them with these products. So a huge one for me was my hormones. And I had no idea that was related to blood sugar, but blood sugar affects your insulin, which affects the rest of your hormones. It's so simple, yet so profound. And I was at the doctor, talking about ablations and hysterectomies and things because of my periods being so terrible. And within, a month, which doesn't always happen with everybody, sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4 months, depending on your body. But I'm regular, and it's life changing to the point where I would pay $1 million a month. I would find a way to pay for these products because I feel better, and my mood is better. My husband was one of those who rolled his eyes when I wanted to spend this much money on them. He's like, yeah, do what you want to do. But he totally rolled his eyes until there was no more PMS. And he was like, oh, what are you doing? Whatever you're doing, keep doing that. And then I dropped a few sizes on accident because I stopped sugar cravings. And he handed me a cookie and I took a bite and was like, oh, I'm all done. He's like, who are you? And what have you done with my wife? And what are you doing? And so now he takes it every night without fail because he believes in it too, because it works. So I don't know. Is that enough? I guess also I share because I wish I'd had these 8, 9, 10 years ago before I had babies, because I think about all the heartache and all the pain and suffering that my kids and I have been through, and all the things that are related to yeast and gut imbalance and blood sugar imbalance, and the things that I could have healed and solved in our family's life, and all the worry that I could have prevented had I known about it. So now I tell everybody, even if they think I'm crazy and roll their eyes, because if that one person is healed, like the text message I got this morning that her PMS was gone and she didn't have sugar cravings today and she'd been on the products 3 weeks and oh my gosh, it's been life-changing already, that was worth it. That person was worth it. So now I tell everybody that'll listen all the time.
Oh, Tori, I love it. I'm like goosebumps. I
Yay.
love those stories.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
And I love that you were just a mom that was trying to help her kids feel better. And
totally.
And you found these products that work and you dug in to learn why. And sorry, I just muted myself. I think that really is the beauty of the way that these products work and the way that they are shared is really, it's just people trying to help out our friends and family so that people don't have to suffer anymore. So for me, like I said, I'm a full-time pediatrician. I'm also a mom of 4 little kids. And my interest in gut health started probably about 5 years ago. My husband was diagnosed with celiac disease. I had 2 kids with food allergies. And so I just kind of started learning more about gut health for that. When I went to medical school, pretty much the only thing I learned about gut health is that you should try to have healthy nutrition, and you probably should give people probiotics after you give them antibiotics. And there just wasn't that much known about it at that time. The Human Genome Project was going on, and then after they finished the Human Genome Project, they started the Human Microbiome Project. We are covered all over, on us and in us, with microbiome, and that's bacteria and viruses and fungus and all the things that make up us. And so it's a huge topic in the medical world right now, huge. Every single medical journal that comes out, there's at least one article in there about how the gut impacts something else. So I started learning about this and started realizing that there were things I needed to do for myself because I was literally just surviving. I was dragging through every day, completely 100% exhausted, tired to my core. And I just thought really that was just part of working full time and having little tiny kids and taking call and all the things. But I was living on sugar to stay awake. So I really just ate sugar all the time. I've never been a soda drinker. I drink a ton of water every day, but I was living on sugar to stay awake. And I just was literally going through the motions all day long. And then as soon as my kids were in bed, I would go to bed. It would take an hour to fall asleep. Every time I got woken up by a child or a phone call, it would take an hour to fall asleep again. And I woke up feeling tired. I went to bed feeling tired. It just was a never ending cycle. So I started learning more about how magnesium can help with sleep, how probiotics can help with these things. And I started taking these products from Costco. Okay, probiotics, magnesium, vitamin D, multivitamin. I was doing all of these things and didn't feel one difference at all. And then I was introduced to Plexus products, and I started looking at the products and the ingredients, and I was like, holy cow, this is what I've been looking for. So I started taking the products in July 2016 when my baby was 5 weeks old, my fourth baby. I was nursing. Obviously, as a pediatrician, I want to make sure that what I put in my body is safe for me when I'm nursing. Although I didn't seem to care about the fact that I was living on sugar. That escaped my mind. But, making sure that these ingredients were safe. So I will say, as a pediatrician, I think that these products are wonderful for pregnant women and nursing mothers, because they honestly will help your body be better balanced, which will give your baby a better chance, right, of having that balanced body. So not every product, I would say, is safe for pregnant and nursing mothers, but these core foundational ones that we just talked about absolutely are. So within a few days of drinking Slim, my sugar cravings went away. I was home on maternity leave and had a full candy cabinet in my house and didn't touch it. Like, got to the end of the day and I'm like, I haven't been in that candy cupboard at all today. Within a week, I got off my daily stool softeners that I'd been taking for 7 years and was still really backed up within a week. And I have not taken one since then. And I'm way more regular than I ever have been in my whole life. And over the first 3 months, my energy level improved, my sleep improved, my mood improved. Like I just came alive, you guys. I felt alive for the first time since like high school. And it was amazing. So 3 months in, I was like, okay, I'm convinced these products really work. The science behind them made sense to me, but I needed my own testimonial. That's just how I was, because I knew as soon as I opened my mouth, people were going to trust me because I am a physician. So I started sharing. And as soon as I started getting these stories back from people of how good they were feeling, of the things that were changing, I was hooked. Okay. I did not need a second job. I work full time as a physician and I'm busy, but I also went into medicine to help people feel better. And honestly, there are times that I think I do that better through Plexus than I do through my day job. So we share because we care about people and we want people to feel better. And Plexus just gives us the incredible blessing of paying us to do that. And it's amazing. It truly is. So I have, like I said, started the products July 2016. I've been using these products for a long time. As time has gone on, my regimen has looked different and yours will too. So what you start on isn't necessarily what you'll stay on forever. That's part of also the magic of these supplements, because nobody at Costco told me how I should do my vitamins and things like that, but you get a coach. So if you've been in the Beauty Box Challenge this week and you have been sampling this and you've been thinking, maybe this is a good fit for me, the next step for you is to order a welcome pack. That is a specially discounted pack that's available to you only for your first month, that your friend that invited you here can help you to get. And currently, for the next week, Plexus just announced today that they are doing a $17 special on memberships because of St. Patrick's Day. So you are right here at the right exact time to take advantage of that. So you can get a $17 membership, which gives you wholesale pricing on your products for a year. It gives you the ability to make money on your own products. It gives you access to our perks program, which means about every 2 or 3 months you get free product to add to your order. That's amazing. It is amazing. And it gives you access to your own personal website, so that when you have friends and family that you see that need these products, they can order from you. So that's your next step. And we would invite you all to strongly consider that and to think about, is this something that could work for me? Because we're here to tell you that it can. We all have different stories and it all worked for us. And we personally, the 4 of us, probably there's thousands of people that we could tell you about that have had success on these products. So there are several different tracks available in this program. Okay, so there are supplements for gut health, there are supplements for weight loss, there are supplements for overall nutrition and health, there are supplements for skincare, and your coach, your friend that started you, can help you find what's going to work best for you. We have several tracks that you could be on. If you're looking to just take the product and feel better, we've got a spot for you. We do. And we have different levels that you can pay. So you can be a customer, you can be an ambassador, you can do things where you can get your products discounted and free. If you are looking to like Kimberly, if you want to get your whole family on these products, I have 4 kids and a husband, and all 6 of us take plexus products every day. Tori's whole family, Phyllis's whole family. And if you want to be able to make enough money to pay for that product for your family every month, and maybe a little bonus extra, $500 to $1,000 a month, we can help you do that. If you are looking for a business, if you're looking to replace your income, if you're looking to add to your income, if you're looking to fund your vacations, if you want to be a millionaire, we've got a track for you too. So there is no limit on the possibilities in this, and it can look like whatever it looks like for you. Each individual has their own thing. There's no pressure, there's no sales quotas, there's no monthly minimums, and we don't stock inventory. It's actually really quite beautiful that we just get to share our story and send people to our website. And that's it, because these products literally sell themselves. I hope that you have been able to hear our hearts tonight, and that you understand how passionate we are about these products, because honestly, they have changed our lives. I felt alive for the first time in years when I started taking these products, and I'd been taking vitamins and vitamin D and magnesium and probiotics and things for a long time and didn't notice any difference. So if you're like that and you're a little skeptical like Tori, and you say, well, I've already been doing these things and nothing's working, this might be the last thing you ever try. It really could be the last thing that you ever try to solve those health issues, to solve your pain, your skin issues, your fatigue, your depression, like all the things, weight, all of it. Guys, I had a friend that joined solely because she wanted to sleep, and sleep she did, but she also lost weight and got off her antidepressant and off of her blood pressure medicine, and her doctor told her she doesn't have diabetes anymore. All she wanted to do was sleep. And these products did all of those things for her. So there's just so many things that we could tell you about the incredible products. So please reach out to the person who sent you here and say, on that call, they mentioned that I could just be a product user. And just tell them that's what you want, and they can help you with that. On that call, they mentioned that I could make $1,000 a month. Could you tell me how that's possible? We've got that for you too. In that call, they mentioned that if I wanted to do this, I could go all the way. We can help you with that too. So start with that welcome pack. Start with that $17 membership and a welcome pack. And there are like several different welcome pack options for you, depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for weight loss, if you're looking for energy, if you're looking for skin, if you're looking for those things, we've got a package for you. And we just encourage you to take that next step, because guess what? You are worth it, and you don't have to suffer anymore. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. We love you. Thank you to my friends for helping me share on this call, and we will talk to you all later.